So, welcome to Jack's Free Time. I'm working on some sourdough bread today for my husband. He loves sandwich bread made out of sourdough. And I've just finished my third set of stretch and pulls. So I'm covering it and I'm going to let it do its thing for another 30 minutes. And then I will do one more set of stretch and folds. I wanted to talk about something a little very close to home since it's Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I was diagnosed with invasive lobular carcinoma in April of 21. There was no signs of cancer in any of my family members on either side. So I never worried about it. And when I retired at 59, I didn't worry about my mammograms because I was like, I don't have anything to worry about. I've done them every year for 20 years. I'm good. I have dense breast tissue, I was always told, but so I never worried about it. But I've learned that one thing they say that you have more chances of getting breast cancer if you have dense breast tissue. I'd never heard that before, but I just recently heard that while they're talking about Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So, maybe that's why I got it. Who knows? But anyway, it was in my left breast, and I opted to get a double mastectomy because my oncologist told me that this type of cancer has a propensity to go to the other breast. So, why chance it? And what are you going to do with one boob anyway? I mean, who wants a uniboob? So I had a double mastectomy. And, during that time, everything moves so fast. You don't have time for it to even sink in. I mean, they start scheduling things. I mean, you have bone density, you have full body scans, you have blood work. I mean, it's just one thing after another, and you're constantly moving. So it never really sinks in a whole lot until the day you're there waiting to go into surgery. And that was during COVID. So only 2 members of my family could be with me. So my mother had flown in from Alabama, and of course my husband wanted to be in there with me. But my daughter and son really wanted to be there too. And it hurt me to tell them, I'm sorry, they won't let y'all come in. So my son went back to work. He sounded pretty down when I told him he couldn't come. And all of a sudden, my daughter walks in. I said, how did you get in here? She said, I snuck in this back door, and I'm not leaving. So she didn't. So anyway, I had my surgery, and I wouldn't look at myself afterwards. Not that I was afraid. Yeah, maybe I was afraid. Maybe I was afraid, of how it was going to look. I was going to look so different. But my mom and my husband and my daughter and my best friend who came said, it doesn't look bad, Jack. It really doesn't. So after 3 weeks, I finally looked at it. And I'm like, yeah, not too bad. Not too bad. I can deal with this. Because you're just kind of in survival mode, I think. And then, a year goes by, and then I'm in my 2nd year of survival, and I've always been a clothes person. I love fashion. I was in the corporate world, and so I had a lot of clothes, but nobody told me that when you have a double mastectomy, you're not just going to have a flat chest. Your breastbone sticks out, and they scoop out the material, and and all the breast tissue underneath there. So it's concave, and then you have this big breastbone in the middle. And so I got rid of most of my V-neck shirts because I just felt so awkward. It felt weird. And the more time that has gone on, and putting on a bathing suit in front of people started bothering me more. So I decided that, and I had given this some thought before I had the mastectomy, of getting a chest tattoo. But I didn't give it any more thought until I looked at myself after a weekend in the pool with some friends, and then putting on this dress afterward that was V-cut. When I sat down, it gapped open. And, I just felt horrible. I didn't feel like me. So that night I was like, okay, this is it. I want to be comfortable in my skin again. So I had this vision of a phoenix, because that's kind of what I felt like a phoenix rising. So I went and got me a chest tattoo of the phoenix rising. And on one wing it says, "On God's wings," and this side says, "I rise." And then I had my husband's name, my daughter, and my son's name added discreetly in the tail of the phoenix, because they were there with me during this whole journey, and of course still with me today. I don't know what I'd do without them. But whatever makes you comfortable, whatever makes you happy, you got to be comfortable in your own skin. And this, now I feel like I've risen. And to anybody who feels anything like I did, don't let what other people say influence you. Do you, and be happy, because we've only got this one life to live, and I want to do it with all my heart. So happy Breast Cancer Awareness Month. I don't know if you can say happy about it being Breast Cancer Awareness, but that's my story. And I hope everybody has a great day. Peace out.